Hi, it's BarbaraMichelle. Thanks for joining me. Today I'll be scrapbooking these 3 photos. Right now I'm just inking the edges of the photos. And the pattern paper that I'm going to be using that you can see there is from a paper pad that I got at Joann's. It's by Paper House and it's called In the Wild. I used some StazOn olive green ink to ink the edges of those photos. And now I'm going to use my ATG gun to attach the photos or glue them down. I do glue those first 2 down on the wrong spot. As I put the third one down, I saw that it was a little too high, so I had to pull up those first 2. It did rip the paper, but you won't see it. It's underneath the photos, so I just left it. That butterfly came from an ephemera pack, and then the paper pad I just showed you was by We Are Memory Keepers, called Wildflower, and I fussy cut some of the butterflies that I'll use in this layout from the We Are Memory Keepers from a pattern paper in there. I also fussy cut some flowers out later. So now I just glue down it's a little bunny. It came from a ephemera pack I had in my stash. And then this little sign, or it says adventure. That came from a different paper pad, a cutter part sheet. I got it at Joann's as well. I don't know the manufacturer though, but I think it was called The Great Outdoors. So now I'm just placing some embellishments around the photo. The roses was from an ephemera pack, as well as this little flag that says On a Journey. My girls here, that's my daughters and their cousin, or my niece, well, along with my sister, as that's who's in the photo. They went on a hiking trip to Quiver River State Park. They've done this trip before with my sister. They did this trip last year, and they did it again this year, this past summer. So my sister and her husband, they take photos along while the girls are along the trail and just, send them to me on my phone. So that's what these are from. These are their photos sent to me, but they printed out really well. They're great photos. So now I'm just popping up this butterfly on some foam pop dot things, and then I was just giving you a close-up. These are what are these? Oh, this was a stamp. This was a Tim Holtz, I think, stamp, or maybe I'm not sure, but it says, I just need time and a beautiful place to clear my head. So I stamped it out, and then I kind of went over it lightly with some ink, so to make it a different color. It was on white paper, so now it's just a little bit kind of brownish or tan, earthy. And then I cut it apart, and now I'm just gluing them onto the page there. I used my little tape roller for that instead of the ATG gun because it was a little too big. So there I'm just cutting apart a little bit of some foam pop dot adhesive things to pop up another butterfly. I will end up moving that butterfly. It doesn't stay there on the finished layout. So these are just they're not really enamel dots. They're adhesive accents is what they're called. They're by Heidi Grace, metal adhesive accents, but they're just like enamel dots, except they're a little metallic. So I just add 3 of them around the page. And they're in kind of a shade of green. One's more limey, one's olive. And that should be the last one. That's a little brighter green. So I thought that the boots were getting a little bit lost on the page, and I chose this pattern paper for the hiking boots. So I covered the boots in glossy accents, and then I let it dry. It makes them shine a little bit. I'm not really sure it added too much to the page, but it did bring them out of the background. They were getting kind of faded there. So I went back to that We Are Memory Keepers paper pad, the Wildflower, and cut out some more flowers to add around my photo. And that's what I'm doing now, just placing some more. They're not roses. I don't know what kind of flower they are. They could be roses. And there I was just trimming off. I'm just trimming off the one that hung over the edge. And I'm just about done with my layout, I believe. I'm just going to move that butterfly and add some more flowers. I really like the way this layout turned out. Actually, I end up making another layout, and this ends up being a double page spread, but the only one that I'm sharing with you is this one today. The other one will be up. Should be the next video that comes up. All right, here are some close-ups. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Any comments or questions, please leave them below. Thanks again.